Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with reading the My Hero Academia manga, chapter 428. The unofficials just dropped about 10 minutes ago. I'm so sad, but I'm also happy. I'm sad because after today, we'll only have 2 chapters left of the greatest series I've ever known. But I'm excited because, well, Horikoshi gets to end a series that he's put 10 years of his life into and worked really hard. And we're all lucky for it. So, this chapter, I know one vague thing about it. And thankfully, this is something that I expected, so it doesn't really matter. All I know is this chapter is very Uraraka centric. I don't know what happens, though. Which is nice. I like just a little dash of okay, I kind of somewhat know about what it's about, but I don't know details. That's the best zone for me because it lets my mind kind of speculate within that realm. But in this situation, this is something like I said, I already expected. I really think because we've already had the Dabi stuff covered, we've had Spinner covered. I don't think Compress is worth having a chapter about. Neither is Shigaraki or whatever. So that leaves Toga, and you can't talk about Toga without Uraraka. So this chapter, I think I don't know if we'll get the Deku Uraraka the Deku Uraraka talk this chapter, but maybe we'll begin it. I don't know. But I think that's what everything's kind of been building toward. We know it's coming, and we only have 3 chapters left, so it's either going to be this one or the next one. I'm very curious. But we are back in school. We last saw all the first-year students were chasing Bakugo and Todoroki, which is great. Really funny. I think we'll get some of that, and then, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of want to dive on in. And, yeah, thank you guys, as always, for joining me. And, let's go. Again, these are the unofficial, get out of here, ad. Okay. First page. Yeah, we're getting the first years. And my predictions on Twitter, I actually put we'll probably start with the first year stuff. I watched a rebroadcast of the battle with All For One. I admired Todoroki Senpai since the sports festival. Thank you. I'm glad they bring that up because I was thinking to myself last chapter do they know them primarily from the sports festival? Because that's when they were really showcased and oh, this is this person, that person, versus the news where it's a little bit all over the place. You just see giant battles. But I've admired Todoroki Senpai since the sports festival. Says this girl who, well, actually, you can't really tell who's saying what. The designs are kind of cool though. There's a shorter girl who has elf ears. There's a girl who has I don't know what you'd call her face. It's almost like an animal-like face. It's kind of cool. Me too. He's been my main inspiration since then. Same here. Oh wow, so a lot of people were from the sports festival. Okay, that's cool. I like that. That's kind of what I thought that would be the case. Most people were fans probably from the sports festival, but surrounded by the new first years. This is the narrator. And we get Ida doing his little normal hand gestures, and they have Bakugo and Shoto hiding behind him. That's so funny. They're getting chased by this mob of rabid fans, and they're hiding behind Ida. I'm sorry, that's kind of cute. Ida says, "It's fine that you admire them, but they're still people. Following them around in such a large group is startling." And then Shoto chimes in, "If it was just one-on-one, I could talk to each of you." What a great Shoto answer. He's just he's serious too. He's I'll talk to you guys one-on-one, but groups scare me. This is more interaction than Todoroki-kun can handle. Oh, okay. So Ida says that after his first statement, and then he replies. And then Bakugo, what's he shouting here? "They were running in the hallways. Did you see that, Prez?" Again, I love that they're hiding behind him. He even says Prez, dude. Respect for class Prez Ida with his hand gestures. I love him. That's why I consider Ida the best boy in the series. He is so pure. And even Bakugo is having some respect for him. Did you see that? They're running the hallway. Get them, Prez. That's true. I must protect the rules, he says. Ida's so great. Chapter 428. A girl who loves to smile. Oh. Is that alluding to Toga or Uraraka? It's gotta be Toga that's alluding to. Wow. A lot of things been going on with Uraraka. Everyone, obviously she's harboring some deep emotions. And every time we've seen her, like, I have friends who are diehard Uraraka fans, and they are like, no, that smile is fake that she's been having. She's repressing some emotions. So I'm inclined to believe them. And I think so myself. Getting all the 1A students kind of shocked right now. Besides, they still haven't fully recovered. Let them rest, please. And it's showing all the girls too, none of the guys. In the first shot there was a couple guys, but in this shocked one, it's just a bunch of the girls. It's funny. Wow, they're short. They're maybe Ida's just that tall, but like in the door in the next shot, it shows all of the 1A kids, and they're just like a foot or two shorter than Ida. Interesting. We're sorry. What have we done? After seeing both of them, we went bananas. And Ida's just waving his arms and escorting him out. Dude, I can't believe we have Shinso in the class. Dude, he's in the class with them. He's talking to Sarah. That's so cool. I love that. I mean, I'm sad Aoyama's gone. And I saw some people being pretty mean. Like, good, I don't want Aoyama in the class. Shinso's way cooler. Bro, Aoyama's been there since the beginning. And yeah, like, he was the spy. He was the undercover agent. But, like, we all know how that went down. I don't think people should hate on him. I'll miss Aoyama in the class. I mean, I'll miss everyone. The whole series is going to end. So, Shinso says, I thought for sure Bakugo liked being the center of attention. He says. Sarah replies, that's just too many people. Of course he's uncomfortable. Yes, give me some more student interactions. Yay. And then, okay, we're getting, obviously Rikasu is the translator. Shoutouts. As well as, I don't recognize cleaner and redrawer and stuff. Those aren't names I identify with. Like who the names of them, but shoutouts to you as well. If you're on TCB, there's a whole list. And then there's the Horikoshi notes. I want to see the Horikoshi notes. The new movie comes out on August 2nd. Please go watch it. I would love to if it didn't come out 2 months later in America. Avoiding spoilers for that's going to be annoying, but yeah. Okay, next we have Kaminari with Deku and Mineta and Shinso. Whoa, everyone's looking kind of like chibi, I guess. Lucky bastard. Shouts Kaminari. And Deku says, the girls always avoided Kachan since we were kids. I think he's not used to them. I bet you people are going to take that for how they will. He's my childhood friend. Really? That's surprising. Says Shinso. Again, the way they're drawn here is very like their proportions are very chibi and their expressions are very expressive. I like it. And seeing Deku's smile here kind of is nice. That seems like a genuine smile. Mineta says, it's not surprising in the slightest. I can recognize his feats, but a delinquent being popular is unacceptable. Okay, sure. He looks pissed, by the way. Get lost already. Okay, we're really sorry. I guess that's Bakugo shouting at him. Oh, yeah. Wait, oh, yeah, now I see why. Excuse me, Midoriya senpai. Someone's asking for him specifically? Oh, it's a guy. Okay, what's he saying? I saw you fighting, and you gave me a lot of courage. Cool. He's got an interesting design. He's got kind of like elongated, slightly eyes, like they're sharper, and he's got like I don't know if that's part of his body or if he has all of his like some sort of like tattoo or wrappings around his fingers, but interesting design. Cool. And there's a kid who's behind him who actually kind of has like almost like a Deku face. It's kind of funny. I saw you fighting and you gave me a lot of courage, he says. Dude, that's cool. That's cool. Someone's saying that to Deku. Dude, can you just imagine, like, bro, He's come full circle, like back in like middle school where everyone's bullying him and shit, but now like people are coming up to him and say, "Hey, I saw you fighting. You gave me courage." Like, that's so cool. I love that. I felt like I needed to do something too. That I needed to be like you. What? Yeah, go Deku. So, thank you. Sorry for bothering you. And Deku just has this like it's kind of like stunned, like he's like wide-eyed, like whoa. But that's so strange. Like normally you think Deku would like smile in response to that, or like I'm more of an abashed look. But maybe he's just like, oh whoa, no, that's not right. Oh, that's not right, bro. Like that he does elicit a response, but so you see, so Deku thinks in his head about Spinner and the look Spinner has, and then like Deku, he gets an expression. It doesn't look natural though. He says, this pain. Oh no. So Deku, the expression on Deku's face, he's like, he keeps the wide-eyed, like big eye expression, but it looks unnatural. Oh no. Okay, in the bottom, we get two more panels. We get a lot of the boys. They're all grouped up around each other. Mineta has Bakugo by the tie. What is he saying here? Todoroki and Midoriya get a pass, but hell would freeze over before I let a delinquent be popular. I'm talking from my soul. What? What is this from Mineta as he again grips Bakugo's tie? These words he's saying. Todoroki and Midoriya get a pass. That's so funny because he knows they're not like he knows they're cinnamon buns of joy and of peace. They don't, but hell would freeze over before I let a delinquent be popular. Hey, chill, says Kirishima. The war was just too big. And we get oh, Mina! Dude, her eyes! Oh my god, I was hoping. Okay. Me and a couple other friends who are Mina fans were even wondering, is her eye, because the last time we saw Mina in the classroom, both shots of her eyes were closed, which is annoying. But no, her eyes are back to black. That's cool. I was never really that worried. I knew they'd go, like, I had a feeling they'd go back, but that's cool. We get confirmation. Her, Sue, and Uraraka are watching all this. And you get a look from Uraraka. She's got like her arms crossed in front of her face, and she's just like on her desk. And these guys were at the center of it. There's no helping it, says Kirishima. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, like I said, kind of already knew this, but this is definitely transforming into, this is probably the point where it's going to be a lot of Uraraka stuff, which is good. I'm never really, I feel like I've never really done justice in describing how I feel about Uraraka. Sorry for the pause in this chapter, but 3 chapters left. I can take my time. That's how I feel anyway. But Uraraka, like, she's never been like in my top like favorite characters, but I've always liked her a lot. I always thought she was one of the more interesting girls in the whole class, first of all, which is really cool. And I really like her dynamic with Deku, and I don't say that in terms of like shipping or anything. I just mean like friendship. I'm a big fan of when characters support each other and admire each other and lift each other up to be better. And I really think she serves that so well with Deku. And I think her role is often overlooked. I think people just are too quick to be like, oh, Uraraka, you must be talking about like a ship. No, I'm not talking about a ship. I'm talking about just as like a character. I think she's really cool. Like I said, she's never been like among my favorites, but I've always really enjoyed everything she's been in this series. So just felt like sharing, since we're about to dive into the thick of things. I feel like context would be good for me. And these guys were at the center of it. There's no helping it. And we're getting, we're transitioning to the teacher's room. Oh my God. Okay. I was wondering also, who is going to teach class 1A? My personal theory was Koichi. I don't really think it'll do that way. I think I'm done like pounding the table for Koichi. I got his cameo, so but I am genuinely curious. Is it going to show who's going to teach 1A? Staff room. We have President Mike, Aizawa, talking to each other. Mike says, another interview request for class 2A. Tell him no. Interview request. Are you sure? Some students would have the time of their lives, like Mineta. Oh, wait. Interview. Oh, are they like agencies requesting interviews for them? Oh, yeah. Go Aizawa. Tell them to F off. Let these kids like breathe for a second. Interesting. I didn't even think about that. I didn't know they could approach second years with that. I guess they can. They did internships the first year, so I mean, shit, that's cool. I kind of like that. Another interview request for class 2A. Tell them no. And we get ectoplasm, which we don't really see that much. He's smoking a cigar or a cigarette, I guess I should say. As always says, but some of them are not in the mood for it, and I'm prioritizing those. Fuck yeah, dude. As always, he's the man. I'm sorry for clapping. I'm really sorry, actually. My emotions got the better of me. Hopefully that wasn't too loud on that. If someone's wearing a headset, I apologize. But I just got really excited because Aizawa is a top 3 character for me, and the fact that he cares for 1A as much as he does is amazing. And yeah, but some of them are not in the mood for it, and I'm prioritizing those. That's so good. He knows like that some of the students are hurting. Oh God, the stew that we are in right now. And President Mike doesn't say anything. He just looks all sad. Today you'll be joining the reconstruction of this area. Hey, another part of my prediction came true. And they took the bus. They took the bus here. That was part of... Dude, in my predictions, I said they'd take a bus to go to the relocation area. Bro, my predictions have been on point. Holy shit. That was a very niche thing to predict, too. Wow. Pat myself on the back for that one. Cool. And Deku wearing a hero suit. Woo! Whoa, wait. Is this a suit we've seen before? It looks like a mixture of it's sort of like a combination of a few things. He's wearing his normal he's not wearing his shoot style shoes, like the metal ones. He's wearing his normal like red shoes, I presume. Got the knee pads. The shirt looks like it's part of the UA uniform. He's got the Air Force gloves on. His mask, obviously. Yeah, it's kind of like a mixture of a lot of things. Is this a new suit? Someone let me know. I'm not as good of an expert on the suits. That's one of the areas I'm not proficient in. But yeah, that looks kind of new. At least like a mixture of a lot of things, you know. Today you'll be joining the reconstruction of this area. Bro, we know Koichi's a part of this reconstruction. I'll be keeping my eye peeled for him. Dude, I swear, if he talks to Aizawa, I'm going to lose my mind. That'd be so cool. By the way, I did promise I would take shots of some scotch that I have ready to go if Koichi does appear, and if he talks to him, or if we get a Kirimina moment. So far, none of them happened, but sorry for rambling. Let's continue. Fat Gum says, "Oh, if it isn't Class A." I love Fat Gum. Fat Gum's like definitely one of my all-time favorite like pro heroes. He's so underrated. He's so cool. Bro, he's a hero who benefits from being fat and like eating shit. Like that's so cool. And if Jeanist, hello Jeanist, he's wearing like a dark, maybe that's my these freaking pop-ups, man. He's wearing like a darker, maybe it's just the unofficial scans, but he looks like his the denim that he has on is like darker. I'm curious to see how that looks in the officials. Kirishima shouts, "Fat! So glad to be working with you. Pleasure's all mine." And then you get... Yeah, he looks so pumped up to work with him. That's great. Then you have Tokoyami in the back. Like, remember the Fat Taxi? Yeah, I remember the Fat Taxi. Dude, these pop-ups are ridiculous. Every time I try to scroll down, it pops up a new one. Yeah, I'll just stick to the wheel. There we go. That'll work. Sun Eater is now officially my sidekick. Let's fucking go. Oh, that's sick. Yo. And then we have that rip-off Sonic looking guy. I think that's him. The guy that like, I think they censored it maybe in the anime, but like it looks kind of like a knockoff like JPEG Sonic. Yeah, he's there too. Wow. That's cool. Good for him. Right out of, dude, That's so cool. Right out of graduation, he already has a sick ass job. I'd be so happy to be Fat Gum's sidekick. You kidding me? There we go, clicking again. Let me just stick to the wheel. Okay. You'll be over there, says Jeanist as he points to the side. Bring them. Okay, so we're getting a bunch of. Whoa, we're getting a bunch of the cleanup efforts. I guess I'll describe some of them. We have Sato dragging like a gigantic roller to flatten out an area by himself. He says, "Great. Bring the materials over here," says Momo. She's gathering a bunch of trash and whatever to put in this bin. We have Tokoyami, Dark Shadow, throwing some debris. Saro wrapping up some branches and stuff. The first step is to level the ground, says Shoto. Yeah, says Deku, who's pushing this giant, I don't know what you call this, just pile of debris. I wonder, is he using his power here? I don't see any of the trademark like sparks that we see. Don't forget though, Deku's pretty strong on his own. He did clear a whole beach of such debris, so this is probably like, maybe he's getting like some non-flashbacks right here, of like when All Might made him clean it. I'm kidding, but no, he's definitely like adequately strong enough to not have to use his power. I think. Hell, if Saro and other people can like lift stuff like that, then he should be fine. Yeah, no, this is definitely a darker outfit for Jeanist. He's got like, I mean, I'm still curious to see the officials, but like it's definitely darker. It's a good look. It's kind of cool. He's doing some thread work. Even the most damaged denim. Here we go with the denim shit again. Will go back to its glory if you let it rest. You know, if there's one good thing about this series ending, it means no more fucking denim jokes from Jeanist. Even the most damaged denim will go back to its glory if you let it rest. Is he referring to like giving them some easier work? We have Bakugo with Aizawa. Kachan on light duty. He's just grabbing some trash and stuff. I knew it. You're stuck like. Oh my god. Oh no. No. Fuck. No. Are you kidding me? Edgeshot's alive. Bro. Okay. All right. I'm just let me read a little bit and then I'll kind of go on a rant here. I knew it. You're stuck like this, says Bakugo as he looks down. Don't worry about me. I'm recovering just fine. Look, I even got hands. You get to recover, but Dabi doesn't? What kind of world do we live in? Bro, like, Dabi, yeah, I get it. He should be dying. Or he should have been dead, but the fact he's dying, it's okay. Like, it makes sense. Edgeshot, bro, you lost 95% of your body. How are you recovering? What stomach do you have to intake nutrients to recover in the first, like, oh my god, bro, he's like 8 inches tall. He's like a little strand, like a little eye, but he's recovering. And Bakugo, whoa, get a good look at Bakugo's like face. He's got like a scar on the side of his face. Wow. You know, actually, no, it's funny. I gave this some thought. Like while I was thinking, like, I was like, if Edgeshot does die, Bakugo's gonna feel bad. I legitimately wonder if they just kept him alive to be like, to not have to worry about like Bakugo also being sad, because you already have all these other people being sad that people died and whatnot. So I get it. Like, you don't have time to like really go through the whole rigmarole with Bakugo in this, but like, yeah. Bakugo says, "Are you going back to normal? My plan was always to strive even further," says Edgeshot, what's left of him, the little eye. He's got little like claws, like bird hands now. I don't know. I don't mean to go on a rant. I find that I keep clicking. I need to just scroll. Yeah, I don't mean to go on a rant, but that's just, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. I'll pretend that doesn't exist right now. We have some other people standing by with some hose and shovels and stuff. And then we have Uraraka. Okay, cool. We got Kirishima. Dude, they look so cute. Why do they look so adorable right here? I mean, Uraraka looks more normalized-ish. Even she's a little chibi, though, but she's like the center. But on the side, really quick before I dive into that, we have Ojiro, who looks like, he looks so happy. He just looks like a 20% smaller Ojiro, like kind of like, and he's just got some debris on his back and his tail. And then you have Kirishima. He's got like a big head on his body. He's digging. And then you have Shinso in the back. And then you have Mina down below melting stuff. But then you have Uraraka in the middle. She's floating through the air. She's got the zero gravity satellite. What does she call it? Where she attaches pieces to the ropes. She's dragging a lot of the material away. Wow. That's a cool shot. I like that. Get a shot of the skies, which are blue, I assume. So get ready for people to complain about that. Hey, you guys, lunch is ready. Says, this must be like a civilian or something. Wow, onigiri. Are you sure? He made him the thing. I think is this what onigiri is? The thing they'd always eat in Pokemon, where they called them jelly donuts in America. You know what I'm talking about, like the rice triangles with the seaweed wrap. Is that onigiri? I've never actually had one. They look good though. Are you sure? And then there's a bunch of other food. Then the guy says, my plot of land got destroyed during that big fight. And Deku says, I'm sorry. As he thinks about, he thinks about, when he was, this is right after the Class A brought him back from the Rogue Deku stuff. And he says, we'll bring it all back. He promises him. So that's what he's thinking of. So Deku says, I'm sorry. Shaky voice. The guy says, oh, my bad. I'm not trying to blame you or anything. And the guy, he's smiling. Everyone's smiling. They're like, that's cool. Don't worry. The government gave us a big check. We're not sweating or anything. And you guys are doing all the work to rebuild it. So shit, I get to enjoy my new mansion. Okay, no, I'm ad-libbing now. He actually says, it's just that seeing you guys do your best made us realize we shouldn't be moping. Instead of leaving everything to you, we'll help rebuild it as many times as it takes. That's great. What brings people together better than everything being destroyed? You know. Don't worry, with this much food, we'll finish the job today. As all Class A, it just kind of goes to the food. That's cool. That's nice. It reminds me of the second movie when all the villagers make food for him. Pretty cool. Are you sure? I don't think you have enough people. Huh? And there's another bus showing up. What happened? This wasn't on schedule. Oh my god. I swear, if it's freaking Koichi coming out with his students, you're about to see me flip my desk over. What happened? This wasn't on the schedule. Oh, it's just cement toss. God damn it. I got kind of excited there. He steps off the bus. I'm sorry, Eraserhead. Oh, I'm sorry too, cement toss. I didn't want to see you either. My students really wanted to apologize. We're sorry for that mess. We were too inconsiderate. Oh, so he is the teacher for Class 1A. Cementos? Okay. I was kind of hoping we get like some fresh blood, some new people, but that's fine. Cementos is cool. I don't have anything against him. The first years are way too intense. Why did you bring them here? Says Aizawa. Their will to apologize was too strong. Oh, so great. Cementos is a pushover. You know who wouldn't have been a pushover? Koichi. Koichi for 1A. Let's get the rallies going. Cementos. Oh, I'm sorry, students. Sure, we'll ignore our duties and go to the zone that's meant for the second and third years. Sure. Their will to apologize was too strong. Shut up. Koichi deserves your spot. Anyway, the first years are way too intense. We want to help our upperclassmen, says the guy. This is the same guy who thanked Deku. Just like they fought to protect all of us. We just started school and don't even have our provisional licenses. But we'll do anything we can, please. Technically, you're not allowed to. If I'm not mistaken, you can't use your quirks outside of school if you don't have your provisional license, right? I guess no. I think you can in case of like self protection or like an emergency. I guess this might qualify. I don't know, but no, they got this. You guys can go back. Cementos says you'll be doing light work there in the corner to avoid getting in the way. Yes, sir. Okay, so I guess I'll do light work with Bakugo. Oh, no. Bakugo's the one doing light work in the corner, so you got all the fangirls going back to him. Oh, that's... I hope we get that interaction. That'd be funny. Kirishima and Ojiro say, are underclassmen supposed to be so weird? Bro, you guys were weird, too. Everyone always does that. I remember in high school, when you're a senior or whatever, and you look back at all the freshmen and shit, you're like, God damn, are they weird? Like, yeah, newsflash, everyone's weird as a freshman. We don't have enough food for you, though. We have eaten already. Damn, they're pretty gung-ho. I will say this, as much as I'm joking about the first years, they've all seemed very eager to, like, give their thanks and respect and uphold what 1A, the old 1A, just did for everyone. So that's cool. I like how the fresh blood they're getting in has a very healthy mindset. That's cool, and I don't think that should be overlooked. That's good. The guy says, I don't really get it, but this really makes it feel like doing your best causes people to do the same. You're right, old timer. It does. And then you have a shot of Deku. And then, here we go, bro. We're getting some big detailed shots of Deku and Uraraka. Okay, we're getting there. Sorry for taking so long. I'm already at half hour. I did not mean to take this long. So in a row, you have Deku, Froppy, and Uraraka. I mean, that's a pretty iconic trio for certain things. Ochako-chan, both of them look at her. She says, yeah, little by little, everyone is getting a bit more optimistic. That's great. That is the least Uraraka response. That's great. Oh, yeah. Things are swell. That's the vibe she's giving off right now. Even though she's smiling right here. Yeah, I can see why Uraraka, like, mega fans are like, nah, something's ain't right. There's some bad things boiling underneath. Very sad things. Froppy starts eating. Deku looks at her. Enough already, she shouts. Suya-chan, Deku-kun, what are you two eating? She's going to get food. Mustard greens onigiri? Love that. Nothing beats mustard greens and dried plum. Such a blessing. Wow. Oh, I got chills. That's like a flip of the Deku panel where he's like, I'm so blessed. Whoa. Oh, I can't wait to make a post about that. That's going to be fun. That's a good... But this one, like, oh, man. She's eating this is a really good artwork of Uraraka, too, by the way. She starts to eat the onigiri. Again, with that smile, that kind of smile that she had, like, 2 chapters ago or whatever, where it's just, like, the eyes closed, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm happy. Like, I'm happy. No, you're not happy. Bro. Yo. Okay. Whoa, we're cutting to night. Deku, half the page is Deku's face. He's looking a little shocked here. 7 p.m. as we get a big moon in the night sky. Dorm life isn't compulsory. Dorm life isn't compulsory anymore. We're now allowed to go home whenever we like. Oh, hey, that's cool. That's kind of cool. Man, yeah. Go home for like, oh man, that's cool. I like that. Yeah, wartime's over. I love the laxed rules. Hell yeah. We're getting some of the students gather around the common area. Uraraka said she'll be staying home for a while. Ochako-chan, says Froppy. She's looking a little unwell. She's looking at her phone. Has been ignoring my messages. I mean, if I got a text from Froppy, I would ignore it too. Okay, I had to throw that in there. If anyone follows me on Twitter, I'm not the biggest Sue fan. She's probably my least favorite of the class. I'll let the laundry be cleaned now in the final days of the series. She's just kind of boring to me. I don't hate her. I do not hate her. I just don't care about her much. But anyway, jokes aside, has been ignoring my text messages. She says, Oh shit! What a cut! What? This is the these are the camera people. It died. It's because you told me to get the helicopter all of a sudden. The camera ran out of battery. Oh no. Oh, what the hell? Wait. Is this the on that day our conclusion wasn't caught on camera? Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god. We're going this way. Okay. Okay. The camera died though? Really? Well, that's coincidental. Yeah, the camera people, I can't remember their names. I don't know if they ever were given names. It's the reporter guy and the camera person. It's when they're flying the helicopter and they're spectating the giant, basically the entire like aura of like Twice clones flying through the air and shit. What a spectacle. But now you have Uraraka standing on that cliff where Deku and her had that talk before the second war. And that's a cool comparison, because before it was all ruins and like shattered windows and stuff, but now at night you see like the city is like lit up, like it's been healed, or at least somewhat healed. That's cool. But obviously like Uraraka's not. On that day, our conclusion wasn't caught on camera. Bro, are we about to get confirmation? Before we do, I just want to say, like, I've always assumed she was dead. But mainly because of the imagery and like just the aura around that moment between them. To me, it always felt like she was dead. But the only thing that kept some doubt in my mind is they just kept pushing it. There's been no hard confirmation. So I'm very curious to see if we get that now. Keep clicking. There we go. Uraraka, yeah, looking at the city. She's smiling, dude. That's creepy. Okay, she's about to like break down, isn't she? The city is back to normal. She thinks everyone is getting a bit more optimistic. That's great. She thinks back to what she just said. Feels like nothing has gotten better. Ever since then, it's like the sun is setting and the shadows are growing long. Unlike before now, it's really all over. It's finally come to an end. That's a good thing. And the images we're getting, whoa. So it's kind of hard to tell on the unofficial scans, but it looks like, so the first shot is Shigaraki coming out of the portal of the USJ, so mega callback. The second one looks like it's either the forest or that's them at like going into UA on the main road. It's kind of hard to tell. It's really blurry. The third one is pretty clear though. It's All Might's final stand in Camino, where his identity gets revealed. So interesting 3 moments to put right there. They're not really Uraraka centric, but I think she's talking grand scale, like of the, you know, like on before it's finally come to an end. Like that's crazy. Like the whole like series, you know, I mean, I'm not to them, their lives will go on, but to us, you know, I'll shut up now. So sorry. That's a good thing. Now it's the time to be optimistic and bring it all back, she thinks. And I love seeing everyone smile. Oh, dude, she's beginning to cry. Okay. Okay. I don't want to ruin the mood. She's just grabbing her like gut. That's where she got stabbed, right? Like to the left of her gut. She grabs that with the left hand, the right up on her chest. I don't want to ruin the mood. She begins to cry. Oh my god, here we go. Okay. Gigantic image of Toga. I think this is new too. I think this is from her perspective, like lying on the ground looking up at her. Wow. Holy shit. That's why I've been suppressing this wound and this pain. She begins to cry. Whoa. You see, I don't want to like try to voice like a crying sound, but it's like what, like wow, like the WAAH, like it's almost like just like a sad, just exhale. Like that's, oh fuck, this is, oh my god, like I'm the imagery is so good right here, though. Like Toga's crying. Yeah, like I said, this is her Uraraka's perspective of that moment, and then you have Uraraka. The shot of Uraraka looks just like the one from Deku when he's crying about Aoyama and the traitor. Like the bent over, like expression in the eyes is bawling. Wow. And she's just continuing to cry, like, whoa, dude, her tears are flying upward, dog. I'm not am I whoa. Okay. So she's crying, and there's so much to take away from this. Okay, like a lot. Like my mind's being flooded here. Okay, so I'll describe what I'm seeing, and then I'm going to break it down because there's some interesting things I'm noticing right away. Half the page, it's a shot of Deku, like part of Deku's leg, taking part of it, and you see like a perspective shot of Toga. No, not Toga. I'll get to that. It looks like it's Uraraka, but her pose looks like she looks like Toga, like the kind of the stumbling kind of look, the 1/2 foot off the ground, the hair drooping down. That looks like Toga to me. Obviously it's Uraraka, but like that's intentional. That is really good. So that's half of it. She's crying, but then there's like I'll get to this in a moment too. But it looks like tears are flowing up. Like and then cut to the left. She's crying. The girl's hiding her feelings. Now Deku will ... Uraraka-san, shouts Deku, and he used embers to get here. His skin's all like the glowy thing that he doesn't know when he uses his power, and it's like electricity, and you see him like, dude, that boy, holy shit, he used some of his remaining power to get here. 428 end. Oh my, dude. Okay, I have a feeling this is gonna lead to that artwork that Horikoshi made, where everyone's been freaking out about it forever. Bro, she's using her quirk right now, subconsciously, but like you could see these balls of like glowingness that are flying up into the sky. I wonder if this is what the bubbles represent. And have you noticed the weird bubbles that we're getting a lot of in like the last two intros and even some of the outro stuff? Like kind of the bubbles floating up to the sky. Is that symbolism for her tears right now? Oh my god. Okay, so we didn't get their talk this chapter, but this was the setup. Next chapter, it's going down. This is a really good chapter. I feel like if I was like a mega like Uraraka fan, I would like it even more. But just as someone someone who's like a casual fan of hers, this was fantastic. Wow. Interesting. Like I like so many elements of kind of what Horikoshi's doing here. So I feel like a lot of people are going to complain that like this, like, why are they wasting so much time on the 1A students? But I kind of like that it's showing that their works, like, yeah, like if you think about all these people they interviewed on that show, like who was Shigaraki, so many of them were like so cold about the whole thing. Kind of understandably, like their lives got ruined and a lot of stuff. But like they were all generally older people, like 35, 45, like 50. Like they're older people they were interviewing. But you have these young students who were like, dude, you were like inspirational on TV. Like I felt like watching you, I had to do something. And even when they talked to the older man who fed him food, what did he say? He was like, I don't really get it, but this really makes it feel like doing your best causes people to do the same. Like, I love that we're seeing the seeds of their hard work sprouting. Like, right now, things look bad, but, like, the future generations, I think things will get better. I think that's a really good way to utilize these last couple chapters, like the precious pages you have left. I think that's really good. Um, and then the setup, like the second half of the chapter being all about like Uraraka and her perspective, just like you see her breaking down. And bro, yeah, next week it's gonna be a legendary chapter. Like I don't talk about shipping much because I think it's a pretty stupid topic because everyone always gets so up in their feelings and they just ignore logic and stuff. Me personally, and you can believe me if you want. I don't care. I'll just tell you straight. I am a logical thinker when it comes to this series. Like I go by 90% of my predictions, my theories are based on what I see, what I think Horikoshi's actually like putting on the page. And the other 10%, like yeah, I have a dash of like personal bias, things I want to see, but I don't let that guide me. I let it like it's like something I root for to happen, but I don't let it sway what I deem to be reality. And like there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be like if this does indeed lead to a confession of love, which is possible, it's on the table. I'm not projecting that. I'm not saying one way or the other for it, but like that's a thing. I think that there's going to be a lot of really upset people because that they deem they don't like it, but it's just like it doesn't matter if you like it or don't like it. That's just what has always been here. That's what, if you don't understand the characters, if you lack the ability to see what has been laid out for these characters and explain to us in such great detail and such amazing ways, and you instead you just insert what you want to happen or are upset if it doesn't happen, I'm sorry, but you're not truly enjoying this series because you're not understanding the characters. And once you understand the characters, you should be happy for them, regardless of if like they confess their love to someone you want or don't want. Like they're not your creations. They're somebody else's creations who's doing with them what they want, and I'm here for it. Like I think these characters are so expertly crafted that here we are in the final hour, literally, and we're seeing the culmination of all that work. If you don't like what happens, other than if you think it was like just poorly written or whatever, I think you just have to accept it and appreciate it. So, I'm not to call out any groups or anything. I think people know who I'm referring to, but that's just my take. And I love this. Like, I think this is expertly done. This is so cool. Like, ever since the beginning, she's been there for him and he's been there for her. I don't know. I'm a fan of not only characters that are physically and emotionally there for each other, but even when they're apart, they think about each other, and not like in a romantic way, even just like as a source of inspiration and strength. And I think that is so hard to achieve. And I think that these two characters really embody that aspect to storytelling. So yeah, I'm a fan of this. This is great. And next chapter, it's going down. And of course, I'll be here for it. I still really hope that we have time to see the other students kind of just have a moment. My one wish, again, like I don't want to trample on this because this is their chapter, as well as the next chapter will most likely be mostly their chapter as well. I want each student to just get one last little, not even a major, just like a little hurrah, like a little, like, I don't know. I can't describe it. It's more of an emotion than like an actual thought, I just want them to be remembered in the end. And I'm not worried because Horikoshi does them justice. So, all right. Hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. We have 2 more chapters to go and we're done. So if you like that video, this reaction, all that, leave your thoughts down below. Leave a like and subscribe if you want. Follow me. I still do the anime reactions, of course, so we're not totally done with My Hero. And I still have a sneaky suspicion that maybe we might not be totally done with My Hero. I think Horikoshi has something going on, but we'll figure it out. Until next time, it's been Mighty Gazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.